Hello. The power consumption in this series circuit, here two resistances R1 and R2, they are connected in series, and V1 is the voltage drop across R1 and V2 is the voltage drop across R2, and current I is flowing through this circuit. Its equivalent is this circuit, that is the RE is the equivalent of R1 and R2. RE is equal to R1 plus R2, and in the equivalent circuit the same current flows for the same voltage. Now my point is that you can directly take their equivalent resistance and calculate the total power consumed by using this circuit instead of calculating using these two resistances. They will give the same values, that what we will prove here. Now this voltage is V, that is same as this voltage, and that voltage appears across this resistance. This is V. What is the power consumption in these resistances? And let the total power consumption is P. So P is equal to, that is power consumed in this resistance plus power consumed in this resistance, that is equal to, that we can write it as V1 I1. Sorry, it is I because the same current flows. V1 I plus V2 I. That same formula we can write it like this also, that is I square R1 plus I square R2. Also you can write it as P is equal to V1 square divided by R1 plus similarly this for this resistance, that is V2 square divided by R2. These are the three formulas. Using these three formulas we can calculate the individual power consumption and add up those two, and we will get the total power consumed in these two resistances. This is for resistance R and this is for resistance R2. Similarly here this is the power consumed in resistance R1 and this is for power consumed resistance R2. Similarly for this also we can use any of these formulas and find the total power, but instead of using this we can directly use this, that is if P is the power consumed, P is equal to voltage across this V, that is same as this voltage V into I, that is the current flowing through this resistance. Similarly the power is equal to I square RE, or we can write P is equal to V square divided by RE. We can use these three formulas also for calculating the total power. So instead of using these formulas, here we are calculating the individual powers, but here you are not required to calculate the individual powers. You directly take the combined resistance and you calculate the total power. Okay. This principle can be applied for the parallel resistances and any other combination of resistances that we will discuss. Can we prove this? Let us start with this and arrive at this. So P is equal to Vi, that is how much? V is what? V is equal to V1 plus V2, right? V1 plus V2 into I. So you get P is equal to V1I plus V2I. It is very straightforward. So we started from this and we arrived at this equation, that is P is equal to the sum of the individual powers. Similarly if we will start from this one or this one, let us start this. Okay, we will do it. P is equal to I square RE. These are very straightforward. That is I square RE. RE is R1 plus R2. These are very simple. P is equal to I square R1 plus I square R2. I square R1 is the power consumed in this resistance and I square R2 this resistance. That is what we started from here and we arrived at this equation. Similarly we can start this and we will arrive there. Let us do it. P is equal to V square divided by RE, that is equal to V square, we'll take it V1 plus V2 square divided by RE. In place of RE we can write R1 plus R2. So you get P is equal to, what is V1? V1 is I R1. Okay, so we can write, in place of V1 we can write I R1, and in place of V2 we can write I R2, that is squared divided by R1 plus R2, that is equal to, taking I common, this is R1 plus R2, and this whole thing is squared divided by R1 plus R2, that is equal to I squared and R plus and R1 plus R2 also squared, I square R1 plus R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Now this R1 plus R2 will be cancelled with 1 R1 plus R2, then we get I square R1 plus I square R2. So P is equal to I square, instead of I we will write V1 divided by R1, this thing squared R1 plus, similarly here in place of I we will write V2 divided by R2, simple Ohm's law for those individual resistances, that is V1 square divided by R1 square into R1 plus V2 square divided by R2 square into R2. So you get R1 will cancel with this, so you get V1 square divided by R1 plus V2 square divided by R2. So we started from this and replace this voltage, because this voltage is same as V1 plus V2, so this is V1 plus V2 squared divided by RE. RE is the equivalent resistance, that is R1 plus R2. Now simplifying this, we arrived at this formula. So we started from this and we arrived at this. You can start from any of these formulas and you can prove that that is identical to any of these three. Okay, or you can start from any of these three and you can arrive at any of these. These are identical formulas. So for total power calculation in case of series resistances, you can apply these formulas. It will be easier instead of calculating the power consumed in the individual resistances. If it is asked that to calculate the power consumed in individual resistances, then you can apply these formulas. And let us try it for the resistances connected in parallel. This is the parallel circuit. Here two resistances R1 and R2 are connected in parallel, and this is the equivalent circuit of this, and RE is the equivalent of these two. Now point is that if the power consumed in this resistance is P1 and in this resistance it is P2, then the sum of these two will give the total power consumed, and in this case the total power consumed, that we can directly find it by taking this equivalent resistance. And what is the power consumption in this resistance? Let this be P1 and in this resistance it is P2. This is I1 and this is I2. So the power consumption in these two resistances, P, that is equal to V I1. V is the voltage difference across this resistance, that is V, and voltage difference across this resistance is also V. So P is equal to V I1 plus V I2, sum of the power consumed in these two resistances. This formula also can be written as V square divided by R1 plus V square divided by R2, or P is equal to I1 square R1 plus I2 square R2. Any of these three formulas can be applied for calculating the individual power. I1 is the power consumed in R1, and we can use this formula also, V square divided by R1, that is power consumption in this, or I1 square R1. Similarly, these three are for power consumption in this R2. The sum of these two will give the total power consumption. Instead of using these formulas, we can directly use this formula. P is equal to, similarly, Vi, that is same as V square divided by Re, that is same as I square Re. These are the three formulas for calculating the power consumption in this resistance. So any of these formulas can be used for calculating the power that is consumed in this resistance. So these formulas are equal, they are identical formulas. So you can start from any of these and you can arrive at any of these. Suppose I'll start with this P is equal to Vi, and I'll arrive at this P is equal to Vi. I is what? That is I1 plus I2. Sum of these two currents will be I. So V I1 plus I2. So you get V I1 plus V I2. So it is very straightforward. So now let us prove this one. This is equivalent to this one. So we'll start from this and we'll arrive at this. P is equal to V square divided by Re. Re is the equivalent of these two resistances, that we can write like this: 1 divided by Re, that is equal to 1 divided by R1 plus 1 divided by R2. So this formula we can write it like this. So in place of 1 by Re, we can substitute this. We get P is equal to V square 1 divided by R1 plus 1 divided by R2. Hence we get P is equal to V square divided by R1 plus V square divided by R2. So this is same as this formula. Okay. Now we can also start from this and we can arrive at this. It is left as an exercise for you. Actually, we can start from any of these three formulas and we can arrive at any of these three. And you can also start from this and you can arrive at this. You can start at this. You can start from any of these three formulas. You can arrive at this, because all these formulas are identical. So the total power can be calculated by using one of these three formulas or one of these three formulas. Here in this case we calculate the individual power consumption in the individual resistances and we add up these two. And here in this case we just take the equivalent resistance and calculate the total power consumption. This is applicable for any configuration of resistances if there may resistance like this. So the sum of the power consumed in all these resistances, that will be, you take the equivalent of these resistances, you find out the equivalent, you can directly apply this by calculating the equivalent resistance. That's all for now, and we'll discuss more next time.